Hi everyone, Pepper Pace here. I am making a short video about Scrivener and how I use it. So this is not a tutorial on how to use Scrivener because there are a lot of videos on YouTube. When you go to the Scrivener site, it will show you how to use it. But this is how I use it for my series and if you want to use it to write your manuscript. It is $45. There is a free trial. Just go Google the Scrivener site to get there. So this is how it opens, and it opens to your stories. So I did a series for Estill County, and I'm using it to house my series. So when you first open up, you get a corkboard, and the corkboard actually is just like a screenshot of your stories. So A Wrong Turn Toward Love was one story that I created a corkboard for, and you can put images on that corkboard. So I know this sounds crazy, but it'll go into more detail. So right there is my back of the book description. And same thing for another story, True's Love. Back of the book description, corkboard shows images that I wanted to put there, and those happen to be my characters. Same thing for Beast. Back of the book description is on the side. Now you can go into more detailed descriptions by clicking on an image. So I clicked on Bodhi's, and it gives a brief area where you can like put eye color, age, whatever. But if you want more detailed information, then there's a character page, and the character page goes into detail about that particular character. And then as you use more characters, you would just copy the character page, the blank character page, and then add your specific characters to that. So for that's where they live, and that's their house and their garage where they work. So it helps me to visualize the story with this corkboard. Okay, so here's True's Love. I love going to the corkboard first, and as I need specific details about each of my characters, or I want to remember certain things, I just go into each specific character. Keep in mind that as you use the character description template, it does disappear, and I don't know how to make it come back, so I always keep a blank character description there. This one is for Beast, and I created this Scrivener page before, after Beast was already created, so it doesn't have as many details as it would if these people were in an ongoing story. There you can see where you can add your images there, and then you can take them and put them onto your desktop if you want. And it helps me to be able to see, who I'm writing about. There's their daughter and their son, Little Beast Jr. This one, oh yeah, there's like not that much there in their character descriptions because by the time I did build this, their stories were done. There's not going to be a Beast 2, so this is the latest one, The Miseducation of Riley Pranger. There's Sully. I put images, for my own benefit. I could always put written notes to the side. I can go into details here on this page. Now there are places. So I built in Estill County. Oh, that's a blank character page right there. So you make a copy of it and you add it wherever you need it. You can add your pictures. Okay, here's my places. So there's Estill County, and then we have different areas in Estill County like Cobb Hill and Ravenna and Irving. And of course, that's where my intense notes are because Cobb Hill is going to play in future stories. Irvine will as well. And of course, there are the blank templates there so that you can copy and add them to whatever area you want. So I love this program for specifically for the notes. Now we're going to take a look at if you use it to write, and I'm writing an urban vampire. So my series is here. So imagine using just the information that I gave you in reference to images to actually write. So as you can see, I have my acts and my beats, and you can describe without having to read each scene. You can describe right there on the corkboard what it is, and if it's finished, you can easily put on there what draft it is. So in this chapter, I have 2 scenes. I don't have to open the scenes, but if I want to, there they are, and there's the written manuscript. Can you imagine how easy it is to move your scenes around? So it's like a deck of cards. You just shuffle them. If you need to add a different scene in between one, you can do that. There's a brief description to the side that tells you again what is in this scene. So Scrivener is good to write in if that's what you want to do, but I don't like to write in Scrivener. I prefer to use it to hold my notes, but I think it's because I'm not comfortable with the final product. When I want to print it, I am not comfortable with how it prints out. When I write it in a Word document, I can control it and it's boom, like that. But when I actually use it for my characters, then this becomes awesome because there's Kevin Spacey. Here are my main characters, and I have a brief description to the side of each character, their name, how they fit in. And then if I want to go into detail, I just open the character description, go into full detail, have images if I want, have more notes if I want. So that's really helpful, especially if you're a visual person. Prior to this, I had to open folders and find notes from different, I can put them all in one folder, but having it all in one spot has been amazing and it's been helpful. And for $45, I would have paid $245 for something like this. And I have to thank Jackie Kelly because she taught me and a few other people how to use this. And I was just like, how did I write before this? How did I keep my notes before this? So here is where you can have different characters. I intend to fill them. Here's another thing is with the notes. So here are my alpha facts, and my writing a fantasy story, you pull facts about werewolves and different habits that they might have, and then I just click the notepad on the corkboard, and you can switch the background to whatever type of background you want. And then there are my intense notes on mated pairs in this example. So there's my blank template so that I can add more notes if I need to. There is a lot more involved with Scrivener than what I've shown you all here, but this is just to give you a brief idea of how I use it. Here in my locations, I think this is very important for writers because, how often do you write a story about a location and you forget how you describe the house? So I would definitely take a look at it, think about it. You can get a free download to try it out, but you might like it so much that you start using it and then you have to get rid of it. So if you think you'll need it, if you think you could use it, definitely give it a try.